How's it going, people? In this video I'm going to be showing you how to step-by-step convert plastic tires and anything made of hydrocarbons into gasoline and diesel. This here is the result. This is plastiline. This one came out a little bit more cloudy because of a reason that I'm not aware of. This is a little bit darker, and this one here should already be diesel, nice and clear. These ones are the ones, these are the Tyrolines. Nice and clear. I have some silica gel in there. But so first of all, even this process is called destructive distillation. It's also known as pyrolysis, and it's basically the same. It's the same process as distilling like spirits, like alcohol, ethanol, methanol, vodka, whiskey. It's all the same process, which is very interesting. It was also used during World War II. Cars that actually ran on wood, not on steam from the wood, but actually the flammable materials that are in wood. So basically, tires, plastic, wood. I've seen there's a video on YouTube where they make it out of grass, and all of these materials have hydrocarbons in it, and basically they're all flammable. Now, when you burn a tire or plastic or wood, when it burns, that flammable material catches fire, obviously. But what if we can isolate the flammable material and convert it into a liquid? That's exactly what this process does. And even though it's got a bit of a complicated name, you're basically just cooking it. You're cooking the wood, you're cooking the tires, or you're cooking the plastic. That's all it is. So right here, I've got a big pan. That's all it is. A big pan with a lid that has to be sealed and a pipe coming out of it. And out of that pipe, you're gonna get your liquid. First, it'll come out as petroleum, basically, like crude oil, and then you do that process again, and then you get your gasoline and the diesel. So that's all it is. I've seen people on YouTube using a pressure cooker and a little can. Like, it's all nice, but it's just a waste of time. If you're gonna turn this into a usable process, you need to have a big pan with everything made out of steel, or preferably stainless steel, because anything that's not made of steel is basically going to melt, warp, or distort. And also the lid, you need to have a heavy-duty cast iron 10 millimeter thick lid. It's a must. So for the inner pan, what I used was you just basically need a big pipe. The bigger the better. It's a bit more work, but the bigger the better. You could use a propane tank, but I actually used one of these cylinders here, and I cut out the end of it. Here's one end for you to see. And then I welded that flange. Here's another flange that I bought. They're expensive, but you can also get them made, or if you can make them yourself. You have a lathe and a mill. So these are the flanges. There's another set there. I'm gonna make another two of these units. And then you need something to contain the fire. So I'm using this here, this big drum here. This is the hole for the cylinder to fit in. And over here you've got the lid. Very simple. Very simple, but not easy. It's a lot of work. Right? And so I'll show you the process here a little bit. I have this this rock wool around the fire just to contain it. And there's a cylinder there, just for you to see. So the steel wool is just going to make the process a lot faster and more efficient. There it is. Remove the bolts. Take out the lid. Got to unscrew that, obviously. Put whatever material you want in. Close the lid. Has to be sealed. I don't have a gasket or anything on this lid, and it's actually working pretty well. As you can see, there's no leaks. No leaks whatsoever. And it cannot be threaded. It has to be a flange. It has to be face-to-face, metal-to-metal, or you could have a fiberglass gasket, but you need to have flat surface. It actually leaks through the threads, as you can see there, and so that just complicates everything. So there's the fire, and then before I used to just have a pipe and straight into a bucket, whatever, and the petrol came out of that bucket. But now I added a condenser, and it makes things a lot smoother, and I get a lot more product. So basically, it vaporizes your cooking, the tires or plastic, your cooking or materials, which causes them to vaporize, which is very hot. And that vapor just evaporates, and then you lose it. So you need to cool that vapor down. So all you have here is a small pipe inside a big pipe that's filled with water. Cool it down, and then it collects over here. And then you get petrol. And then you repeat the same thing. And I'm using a smaller, this is what you get, your petrol in here. Do the same thing, just cook it again. Cool it down. And this is what you get. Gasoline.